ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Transformers review on the Transformers Prime Rumble. This is a cool figure. Now, Rumble isn't really in the cartoon yet. I'm not caught up with my Transformers Prime, but Sean Long was telling me that he's not in the cartoon as of yet. But, you know, this is an iconic G1 character. Had to get him. Just really love this figure, and the character is badass as well. These wheels are not all hitting the ground as well as I'd like them to. You can see that front left tire isn't really hitting the ground. It was doing okay earlier. Maybe I screwed up in the transformation, but, you know, that's kind of the deal I got going on right now. I really like this car mode a lot. It's very nice. You can see the hood right over here. You can see they got some silver going on, some yellow right there. I think that's due to his robot mode, but I like that they have the Decepticon logo in the front. Really like these red tinted windows. Very cool. Got some ports right there. Kind of looks like a gas tank. It would have been nice if they added some silver to his rims, but, you know, I like that they added this texturing right here for the tire. I think that's very cool. You can see the treads of the tire. It's a nice touch. Decepticon logo in the back. No paint or anything on the tail lights, which is a little bit of a bummer, but not a big deal. There's the top of the figure. Got the rear view mirrors right there. His spoiler. And the robot junk doesn't really hang out too bad, so it looks pretty good. He comes with two accessories. He comes with these two blasters slash piston dealies. And it's just a little bit of a bummer that on the back of the packaging, as you can see over here, they're painted blue right up there, and they're not on the actual figure itself, which kind of sucks, but it's not the worst thing ever. And I think the detail on these is pretty nice. They came out pretty cool looking. I'm digging that. You can see it's a blaster, so it kind of doubles as a blaster and as his, you know, earthquake pistons. Got this neat texture going on right here where it was supposed to be painted blue, but is not. But still, looks very cool nonetheless. You can connect the blasters into his alt mode like this, so you can have him driving around with these two cannons sticking out, which looks pretty cool. Doesn't look too bad. Or you can have him face the other direction too, so it looks like he's got, I don't know, some kind of rockets going on. And it also comes with a DVD, so you can see this is one of those sets that has a DVD right here. Loose Cannons is the episode that it has right there. So yeah, enough talk about that. Let's transform this guy. Take us away, Bumblebee! To transform Rumble, what you want to do is split up the front over here, like so you could bend out his legs like this. You got these panels on the sides that you could pull out like here, like that. And then you could flip this all the way back, and you can see how the arms are actually connected into these little tabs that stick out right there, and it's got these placements for them, so that's pretty damn cool. To finish off the legs, what you're going to want to do is fold this all the way out like so, rotate this inward, and then pull it down, rotate that inward, pull this down, and then flip the feet forward. So that's pretty good. There's the legs. You want to split this part right here, and then, ooh, I forgot to tuck his head in, but we gotta move these flaps right here backwards. But you open this up and his head flips out, so you can see his head right there. Then rotate the arms downward, like that. And then you could shove these back into place like so. Close up the chest area. Then this right here is going to fold all the way up and go like that. So he's going to have some shoulder pads. Then rotate the arms around. Do the same thing to this side. Flip this around right here. And they have these little tabs right here that you could use for holding into place. So do the same thing to this side. Rotate the arm around like this. And that's pretty much it. And there's Rumble! Looking pretty cool, I might say. I really do dig this figure. I like it a lot. This is very badass. Now, when I move the arms around, it tends to want to like come apart right here, but you know, not a big deal at all. I think this looks dope. Here's a good look at his face. You can see they have this gunmetal going on right here in the middle, black going around. It looks like some of that gunmetal kind of leaked into his left eye. The light piping works out very, very well. I like how the torso looks. I like how they designed this with these two holes right here in his chest, kind of resembling his cassette mode. I think that's very cool. Have a little bit of red splatter right there on the yellow, but you know, not a big deal. Here's his legs. And the shoulder pads are all huge. I think that looks very cool. Here's the back of Rumble, which looks a little empty, but not too bad at all. And you want to take his blasters and stick them into his hands like so. And I just really like how this worked out as it doubling as his earthquake pistons and his blasters, so it doesn't look weird at all that you have him going like this and, you know, rumble, 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 rumble. Oh no, I just really love this character. He's a little guy that kicks a lot of ass, you know what I mean? So just very, very cool. I like this a lot. So yeah, that's basically Rumble, and yeah, of course you can have him shooting forward like that as well, so I think that's pretty cool. So his articulation, his head can move side to side, it moves up pretty damn far, I think that's great. He has a separate hinge thing going on right here aside from the ball peg, which is really dope. So he has a lot of head movement. His shoulders move up and outward like so. He has upper bicep swivel. He has a single jointed elbow and no wrist movement at all, but he does rotate over here like I said. He has no waist articulation. His legs move forward, they move outward, they rotate up here at the upper thigh. He bends very well at the knee due to the transformation, and he does have a little bit of ankle pivot, which is very, very nice, so I really dig it. Here's Rumble compared to a Viacon. Now both of these are deluxe class figures, but I think it's very cool that they made Rumble shorter. I think he should be shorter because he was always a small transformer. And here he is next to the Spider-Man Classics McFarlane Spider-Man, which I will be doing a review shortly of to you Marvel Legends fans, so please hang tight. But yeah, so he's a fairly good sized figure. I like it. I really definitely dig this. It costs like 15 bucks plus, so if you see him, go ahead and pick him up. Hope you guys like my review, and I will catch you later. Peace. I'd like to dedicate this video to Mike, aka Rimfire. I just got word today from John 3.0 that Mike had passed away today. He had been battling leukemia for quite some time. Very young guy, I believe only 29 years old. He just had a little girl. He just had a birthday as well, so this is a very sad thing. He'd made videos while in the hospital and battling through his battle of leukemia, and I'd kept up to date with him, and he was always appreciative for everybody, you know, keeping their prayers for him and watching his videos. He was a very warm, loving guy. I never met him in person, but he was, you know, you get a feeling for people in their videos, especially with the amount of people I've watched videos from and then met in real life. I could just tell he was just a really cool, warm dude. And plus, you know, John 3.0, Incline Designs, of course, Sean Long, you know, being one of his closest friends and everything, all had nothing but great things to say about Mike. So rest in peace, dude. We never got to meet in person, but I'm sure we will on the other side, man.